Good morning, everyone here. That is a bingo BNGO investor. My name is Mark Nejmeh. I'm a roofer, and today is May 18th, 2021. Uh, Currently at 8:19 a.m. Eastern Time, the pre-market price is $5.67 for BNGO. I wanted to kind of go over what's in my head as an investor, so that can compare what might be in your head. I'm sure, positive, that each and every one of you are much more smart than I am. Uh, but maybe I have a little bit of insight as to what's going to happen today. Um, and I think we're all kind of guessing the same way. First thing I'd like to go over today is what I feel is a better source for information than the stock boards. I think the YouTube channels are actually better because, number one, people like me, you see my face, you see my name, you know I'm real, as opposed to the posters on Yahoo, as opposed to the posters on StockTwits. You don't really know who they are, and many of them wouldn't even take the time to create a YouTube channel. I have no ambitions to be a YouTube star, unless some of you guys want me to be. Just applaud right now, which I'm sure nobody does. So let's just take a look at some of the people that are on YouTube. Um, and I'm going to kind of look at the screen over here, so you might just get the side of my face. Uh, but there are some pretty um, interesting people here. Most of the people on YouTube are trying to create a career as a YouTuber. And they've taken on some of these stocks and they trying to make it exciting as far as investing. Um, this guy, Auspicious Ascent, I wish he would use his real name. I think his name is Brandon, but we don't know his last name. He gets into a lot of detail, um, a whole lot of detail, and that's obviously not him. That's an ad in front of him, but he gets into a lot of interesting stuff. I let this roll a little bit on mute until he's about to start, and I'll kind of discuss what he goes over. Um, the guy is great. He pulls out the same stuff I do in terms of institutional investors. He's excellent on charting. I think he's pretty sharp, although charting to me is nothing but a crowd of people, and you got to figure out what that crowd of people is going to do. Uh, the trend line here is definitely downward, and we really have to have a good push upwards. They talk about 200-day moving average, 50-day moving average, Bollinger Bands, and so forth. I'm not going to get into that crap. I kind of go with my gut and see what's going to happen. But this guy's pretty good. Another guy that's very good also, who I think is very entertaining is this guy here. Again, we'll leave that muted and I'll bring him up. This is Mr. Invest-A-Lot. Again, he starts with the same thing, institutional investors. Uh, he gets into some of the published information, and he gives a lot of enthusiasm, but I think he's the most sincere. I like the way that these guys have uh, the live chats where you can kind of ask questions and holler out. You know, stock investing is very stressful. The best one that I actually saw for BNGO was this guy here. He hasn't made uh, a video, but he really gave a tremendously good account of exactly what BNGO is, what kind of company it is, and he gave the positives and the negatives. So I would recommend Tom Nash, definitely. Let's take a look at somebody else here. So it's mostly Tom Nash, and a few others really, but those are the main ones that are talking about BNGO. So I'll go back to my screen here. Again, it's 8:24 now. 5 minutes I've been talking to you. The price is 568. I'll kind of give you my read on what I'm seeing. Looking at the Fintel, which I get a lot of information out of, I'm noticing that there's 133 participants of institutional traders, and right now we're at about 15%. But more importantly, short interest. That's what's been affecting us most. The short interest on this, they give a rating here of, how likely it is that there be a short. So out of 6,500 companies that could have a short, we're number 1,400. So we're climbing up the list with an average rating of 76.37. According to this, the market volume was 43 million shares yesterday, and the short volume was 7 million. That's a lot. Going down here, I want to point out these things. Oh, I should actually split my screen at that point. You got to look at this right here. This is really important. So this was at 76.37, which is a pretty high rating for a short. But right here, notice the fluctuality here, the fluctuation. 2 hours ago, there were 400,000 shares available for short. Okay? 16 hours, 450,000. 20 hours, 400,000. So it's going up and down. So people are coming in, they're taking these shares, they're borrowing them. Then it dropped down 55 minutes ago. Okay? Right when we were at around 572, somebody went and borrowed a bunch of shares. So this tells you that they are borrowing shares to short right now. They are manipulating the stock pre-market. And they may probably try to manipulate the stock when the market opens. So my guess is that if you're planning on buying today, yeah, you better get in when these guys are messing around, because I think these are institutions that are working together to drive the price down so that they can buy the stock. It's that simple. Where is the stock going to go today? My guess is with all these shares that are short, they're going to really try to mess with you. The market's up, and they're going to try to push the stock down because they know that this thing can rocket. That's my take. I think you should not get disappointed today if the stock price goes down. And if you see the stock price going up, you're heading for a short squeeze, which we've all been waiting for. So good luck today, May 18th. My name is Mark Nejmeh. My telephone number is on my YouTube thumbnail. It's 215-219-7699. I like to joke around a lot, and I always am looking for a grandma cheerleader because I'm an old guy, single. And I just want you all to have a really nice day today. Life is so short. I'm a 2-time heart attack survivor, and I'm just so thankful that I can play around with this technology and talk to you. It's a lot of fun, and you should try it. Thanks a lot. Bye.